terms of scaling up the
we
map.
got a crew double duelist on attack, Loud on defense. 9 ghosts. 9 ghosts. We got no.
But also it's still a
No
difficult
sheriffs.
You have crew
No one
that
fancy the sheriff.
was going nuclear
Okay,
and carrying the whole
crew,
crew
Fast C,
in his
and
backpack
we
dropping over
are
20
wanting to
there
push
in that
down over
series, but Loud starting this
towards mid
pistol
in
with
reaction.
aggression. So they do want to bring up the tempo on their side, but crew looks like they just want to go one gear
What's
right
the
to the C
timing
site.
like for Shy here?
Default scale up. Shy watch that flank, and Verdi scores first blood.
Right behind the ISO shield, they feel confident to take the site, and Loud realizes this is fast, has to be a lurk, and they already take care of that.
Yeah, it's not too bad though. They got no util. Loud are pretty favored here. Jesus, look at that though. They're pretty proactive on this one.
Did not expect that type of fast activation, and it's going to
Damn,
be a
nice, he
few more
handled
shots.
those really well.
Melzer
Well done from
has
crew.
the aim. The 3K
Got a plan
for
in
a
there,
pistol
3
in
passing
favor of
face over
crew.
towards spawn.
The Melzer stage 2,
Especially as there was pressure from behind after losing Shy at middle.
I love that push coming out from crew at the very beginning, not giving a chance really for Loud to set up on the flood retake. You're starting to see that coordination they're trying to bring up.
Yeah, that second kill is so important.
The util that was available for Loud to try to go for that retake. There was no flash to play the flash recon. They were just waiting for the fault line to come through, and we're getting Loud at the very beginning.
Yeah,
here.
getting some energy in here.
With both Dante and Kesnit bringing up the vibes now for the crew. But Loud going for a full classic round. Round number 2, stacking up towards this A site. Recon gives false information for crew's side though, because it pings towards long and doesn't see anybody there. This might be an easy push into B and test things out. If they meet any opposition, they could go back towards into that trap, but soon they'll figure out here from this drone that it is an open site to take, so should be similar to the pistol round where you just one gear it into the site for the plant.
It has to be so comfortable for Kesnit too.
Who,
Not on the back flashing, but taking
who do they want to snowball?
The initiator utility.
Dante?
Another duelist
Dante's got the best gun for it as well. Once the smoke goes down, oh yeah, it's a big shock.
To get themselves
Once
into
the smoke goes down, it's just going to be pre-farming. One. Ooh. What he had more there.
To get out here as they just smatter the rest of that A link with a few bullets. Okay, Verdi making a case for taking this round, and a thrifty here for Loud if they can get these angles in their favor.
Yeah, that you did it right here.
But they're going to be snuffed out.
Yeah, pick up the 2 best guns though.
To save the day.
One of those rare moments that ever since the Outlaw kind of came out and you're starting to see in stage 2 that you're utilizing that a little bit more in your anti-eco. Dante goes for the Marshal instead, so can't really get that second shot out quickly into the 3-man flood from the A connector out of Loud. So when he TPs out, the players are kind of like left on an island outside for crew here where they couldn't really set up for a good trade. And Loud is able to do some very good damage, really damaging the economy for crew going into their bonus round.
The bonus round's really good though. It's just the sheriff really is the diff. Maybe some light armors, but not the main guns to punish this. Loud want to go for an aggro setup over towards A recon smoke. And
backed up at long A. You can see an insert from Loud there, but
dude, are they really gonna
continue to set this fast pace? At least
a lot of pressure over towards B right now. B and garage same time.
B or towards C we saw in pistol. Sometimes hear Adam talking about
Big
how
Joe.
Crew
Oh, that's unlucky timing, man.
And
that's crazy timing.
Causes them from being able to get the advantage that they want.
Slight mistake from Dante, not being as
Big Joe coming up at spawn.
A free kill walking on that ramp. Melzer about to get the
way, Melzer has no idea though.
Potentially be an instant trade. Yeah, Verdi's gonna get this pick, but here comes that backstab.
All right, Melzer, clean it up. One onto Verdi. Oh,
no.
That's he gets a gun though. Looking down, saves him for a moment, and Luke Show's not going to be able to hit
he's got a lot of time to play with.
Through, actually keeping himself alive, or keeping Melzer alive.
Is that even Pancata's smoke too?
Yeah, because it looked like it was the enemy. He might have been able to hit one, but Melzer was always looking for a gun the whole time, right?
Silver lining though, it's still a high-low and full spike control for
Could have just gone long C and picked up ult, right?
Tinge on the smoke, meaning it did come out from the side of Pancata there. Melzer.
Oh yeah, someone just called it for him.
Giving him a little bit of cover here to
move gonna go long C?
choose which way he wants to go in as he refreshes that.
Paranoia could be very good here, but yeah, it looks like it maybe just be a save.
Long time for this.
Okay.
Especially if you're gonna try to walk back.
I'm not sure you got time for it.
Too much time left. Too late to go for even TP to pick up that spike, especially when the camera is moving up on that C site and sees him.
Maybe if that cooler come in a little bit earlier, he would have had a good chance.
Loud still able to do that damage. Thankfully, though, as I was mentioning, crew had to win the bonus round with not too many players dying, but you're still looking at the economy that's still quite decent. So you have half shields, some rifles still again coming out for the side of crew. This is a pretty good victory for Loud for their gun round.
Round's kind of just dwindling down to almost nothing here. You get a lot of action, and then once the utility
blame me for that? Bro, he should have been more on top of it.
A little bit, so maybe
so should have everyone that's dead.
In for the next ones.
Yeah. Just hoping that scenario there that Melzer in that previous round was moving a little bit more quickly for that backstab to help out his team who are still trying to set up for the B-side plant. That said, though, change of setup for the
Recon smoke, there's all of A main. They do the same thing. They set one up over towards her. Disrespects the cage over towards long as well and sets them up. They do they have been doing this as their default, by the way, like on purpose. Send the clone in, put the recon on him so it clears all of the corners.
Into the C site, where Luccio's going to be tested.
They've rotated over.
That was great trade though.
But you're right, tested.
Great trade, a lot of pressure over towards her. Dude, I really think that Shy... Okay.
Slows them a bit here towards garage. The shots start to ring out.
Damn,
oh
bro.
Zeno takes that into his own hands.
Look how fast this is from Robbie BK, though. He's got a great timing here. Does Mazzino consider this?
A battle was lost towards that A side where
Big drone. Big drone. Wow, man. It's a great round from Mazzino.
Verdi just made slight noise.
Do they consider that he beat this? Yes, they do. Mazzino, Water Beast round.
No justice. Another round coming in from Melzer. Shots there, and it's 3-1 for KRU.
And those are the type of plays that you kind of need here for this side of KRU. You lose a little bit of map control. You know there's been a fault line that came through that tried to assist Lucio on a defense, so you're just trying to catch your opponents off guard. And Melzer has mentioned it going into this matchup that it will be a spicy game. That these guys are not afraid to go toe-to-toe in these matchups where you're trying to be the best team out of the region, outside of North America, for the Americas in itself. And it's always been KRU so far in 2025 in the lead here. And the matchup against Loud.
Ooh, man. We're aiming different out here.
He skipped right by the fault line, too. They were trying to do a defensive protocol there with the breach over towards the B link, and Dante slips by with the first kill on the round. And Verdi's been trying to take that space almost every time.
G2 game, yeah, the G2 game was fun.
Surprise.
Baby Bay was doing great.
You're playing as this Neon.
A little bit frustrating watching EG still with some of the stuff they do, but that's been the whole year.
The protocols out from the side of the defense, as you are definitely
1,
trying to set up
2,
your
3
Neon
on minimap. Ooh.
Oh, the paranoia to play off of. They're both jumping around and giving him a little bit of a tough time getting that crosshair in place, but the rest of
and Keznit might just hunt this last one. Oh yeah, there we go. Main max, get that ult for that big Byron next round.
Yeah, definitely respectable for Dante to utilize here the
very
dimensional, just even if it's against an eco. You've identified already a stack towards that site. It allows Melzer to set up here with the debuff.
Looking good? Yeah, it's looking good.
And you overtake the site. And with that,
still feels a little mad that Loud picked this map. I really strongly think that KRU were going to pick this.
Kill contract going to this round, so now they could start cycling ults on their side. Loud has actually very similar ults on their end too to try to counteract on what KRU could bring out here, which is why timeout coming on the defensive end on how at least they could maybe prevent KRU from getting that early map control with this kill contract and Soba ult.
What's the new
DFM pick Lotus against PaperX? Yeah, I mean, that's true. You mean Zetsa, right?
For traps with a few shock darts. Mazzino has that lineup as soon as the round starts if they're going towards C to create that pressure.
We know how that went.
Towards garage, their B pressure is great for taking down the Cypher trip. So KRU always has a way.
That's been going well in scrims?
Like
yeah, for sure.
Dislodge Loud, right?
I don't know how you could watch that demo of KRU though and feel like, yeah, we should pick this. So it's definitely more based on their own stuff.
Maybe could try to contest it by just walking down middle like they did on the pistol round.
Yeah.
And that's where that Kawanzine and Verdi duo from the Breach and the Neon could maybe help them out for that type of fight. And remember, they have big ults to work with. Robbie BK also has the Hunter's Fury. You'll see here once we get into the server that he's leaning towards this A side. Not necessarily in a position where you're trying to do a trap of a recon with Hunter's Fury into the A choke. But you are trying to set up here to stall any type of early peaks coming out from KRU at the beginning of this round. Smoke's going to come here towards that main choke. That's going to be from
a bit of changer from Loud, going aggro over towards middle. They're up against a lot of ults, so they want to start pushing. Oh, I love the three-person push on this. It is a nice idea from KRU. They just kind of miss some shots. Oh, really?
Just Keznit and Dante, and here we see Kez.
Damn, Keznit.
Straight forward on the
Damn,
first shield.
lovely little strafe from Pancada as soon as he gets out of there as well.
Ends the round on Dante. What a statement.
What a disrespect from Pancada to just run through that wall.
Yeah, Pancada did great here. I actually think the idea from KRU like isn't that bad. They pretty much predicted what was going to happen. They just got outdueled. Obviously, very nice from Loud to push here. Didn't want to get forward on.
He's playing all the way towards that back of the staircase, thinking that he has the right elevation to help out, but he was trying to get those beams out towards that bottom staircase of B, and that was just missing the mark. But thankfully, the rest of them kind of just converged in for Loud's side, and that double swing from the TP out from KRU at the window.
Yeah, Sova ult. It's become, dude, Avon's become an icebox, man. Everyone insta ults like this. No way, the double damage mentioned that he was one shot and he was close. That's so funny. It wasn't intended for him. I mean, maybe he had him close and it was. I'm not sure. Do they consider this? One's looking for it, two's looking for it.
For Robbie, he actually stays alive, drawing a bit more attention. And it's only going to give time for Pancada. Can he get a good TP
Yeah,
across
it's
this?
win one, lose the next for...
Oh my, they're all
yeah, win one, lose the next for Loud on this one. It's very rough.
That timing, and from the shadows, just
if K-Corp doesn't make champs, do you think Sadak returns to Americas? Yeah, maybe. I don't really know. If you're K-Corp, would you try and keep him with what happens? Pretty bad read on the meta. Yeah, I could see him going back to Americas. The problem is that EMEA doesn't have many good IGLs, so you might try keep. Depends who they have lined up as a replacement in the EMEA.
Where the Rolling Thunder comes from and gets instantly denied. That's been one of those moments sometimes here where even at the beginning of the year before these roster changes, before Robbie PK came in, and also Verdi, you saw that Kawadzin did try to get these moments. Even into Tejo Mena, trying to do some hero plays on his own.
It depends who they have their eye on bacon.
Respectable though, because looks like a lot of KRU members are still focused on fighting towards that A connector first into the A long. So
the problem with Sadak is, like, I guess it's 2 years in a row with bad read on the meta.
That's a round coming out here for KRU.
We had the Phoenix stuff on Ascent. It cost him a little bit.
And it's not the same
I mean, to be fair, they made it to a Masters.
Here. They're not getting that many successes in terms of first kills on their defensive side.
Maybe that is a success with their team.
That's the thing. It seems like they keep pushing themselves forward. I feel like having this composition still with the breach in, they know how to play around it, right? As long as you get your marks down, that initiator utility over towards long A and that initial first look, they can pour out into the site and make it hurt. Yeah, that one's just tough.
Yeah.
Nobody had even made it out that time, and still you lose Verdi to push up towards the sandbags.
And it was a nice, again, another combination from Kesnet's undercut. And that's a one beam kill coming out there from the Hunter's Fury when you're hit by that debuff. At least a rifle round out for the defensive end. Only a stinger is the weakest weapon. And one more time, Verdi moves towards long.
Man, they get so many openings, so many fast kills. It's like the opposite of what happened in that NRG game.
Too, and they still make it around the fault line. Answers for everything in the moment here from KRU. And yeah, Verdi not being able to
stunning.
rotate.
Yeah, they're doing great at dodging it.
Into the site with walls and the fast lane is just hurting for trying to get back in. Still have the double initiator
it's just
utility
not great.
happen, though.
Yeah, the stocks of Breach continue to decline for Sideshow.
Yep. Sideshow, everyone. Wait, Sideshow Breach here as well?
Just elephant footing inside B.
Wait, if Sideshow's a Breach here, maybe we're way all wrong.
Kesnet was going to be so close.
Great timing on the push down. Hold up.
They know they
actually huge. They go forced into the
resting back and waiting for Kesnet and the rest of the team to make
it's a big 2v2 considering the money.
Mistakes happening right now.
The good thing, at least from Robbie BK, is every time he's being run down, he takes one. An opportunity at least to tie things up into
weird off angle.
Individual 1v1s.
It looks just like, why is he sitting in the middle of the slope? They even pinged on the minimap. It's like, what is he doing?
Watching out towards long. Yeah. Here's the footsteps, and here's a shot on the first one. Doesn't know where the second one's at. But with the time being wasted now, you can definitely see KRU being set up for a ping pong swing off first contact.
Dante is probably good for it considering the pause. Ooh.
Oh. Space for that, but he saw a shoulder. Paranoia still towards the corner, so both have full vision. Dante with the 3K.
A little bit wrecked in terms of money.
Duelist, one still being alive, really helping out here as KRU can continue to run around the map, even losing one.
Invi's been hanging on Breach since 2023. Yeah, it's probably pretty valid. It only got that buff, but well, only got usage because of Teo. Like more usage.
That said, you're looking at how this defensive round or defensive half has been going here for Loud. They really didn't have a chance yet to invest into even operators to fight into the long range.
3 pass and holds.
Now going back into an eco.
Yeah, trying to punish the C default. Stun goes in. 2 people with the stun. They're doing good at these like punishing swings with multi people.
Refresh what you have in front of you, and it helps for this one on the Sheriff.
Oi!
What a
Got a bounce on it.
Looks like it went by, but he did get that to ring off the platform.
I think again there was an undercut on top of that with the shock. Just one shot here, Verdi. And now we're just waiting here. Kawazine went for an early fault line after that.
Can't believe Loud picked this.
Really didn't have any extra
does really
to
feel like this should be the opposite way around.
Down here with the overdrive, so great stop and go for KRU. Staying all the way back towards long, using util to re-clear. And now as they cut noise, you're forcing Loud to just second guess.
Because Loud even kind of looks good on bind, right? Against Lev. They just got unlucky. The Sato went crazy.
It's only going to stop him for so long, but the follow-up flash here at the right time. 40 seconds.
It's a big play from Luke Show here.
Audio heard by Luke Show here. He can make the call for the team to go around, but does he play his life?
Dude, someone in the crowd just started cracking up.
30 seconds left.
Couldn't silently go into the window, so he's just giving up that spawn and couldn't cut the rotate. Thankfully, the camera.
Didn't they win bind? They might have won bind. I remember Bertie going crazy.
I
remember it being the duelist off. Dude, the damage is too much here.
Immediately as they enter the site,
Robbie's got him.
33 HP. And Robbie lurking just on the other side of the wall in a game of cat and mouse.
Very, very nice, man. Good little plan to make sure they can get the orb over towards long. Dude, when they come in with the kind of plans and they fight together, it's looking good. Maybe be a little bit more proactive.
You have to be a little bit cleaner, scaling back into the sides, trying to clear your 50s. And the first one trying to find the information gets picked off and gives an opportunity for Kawazine to just pop 2 out in the open, just like that. The collat 2. And again, it's just thanks to that utility that was still out there for Luke Show. The camera towards grass, and then even the trip towards all the way long over on the A side.
Ahead.
They could stay as a group for Loud. They play the flood retake if needed be on the other end of the map, and thankfully, stacking towards C for the second half allows for them to convert this Thrifty.
Have a little look at the money. It's a really big round.
2 big ults still available for KRU
1,
within this
2,
round.
3. 1, 2 3, 4. This
Dante,
would be a drop for 2, so they would actually be able to force into it.
And get the information
So
for
it's
the
more
team.
just a really important round for KRU.
Default set up for KRU just to figure out where the players could be playing at. And
Zeno, is that going to get you? Yeah, that is going to get you.
That's a rare one.
Got the spike.
Yeah, Inch, I'm seeing if the shock dart was out from Robbie or something, but no, that was the full aftershock hitting. And they're Cypher util on A right now for Loud and playing completely outside of it. Had a big stack on B to start. And they're just saying allow KRU some space. Make sure the retake is even better because they dab the breach.
Smoke over towards A.
Really good ways to
Okay,
get
look
back
at this
in.
lag that's
Undercut
going
goes
in.
through towards B
And he
again,
dodged the
and
drone.
KRU are going to try their hand here, trying to hit the middle of the map. Is a little bit of an adventure by Shy. They expect it.
30 seconds left.
Plant, try to TP out since you haven't played any smokes.
It's really weird, man. Dude, imagine he wins this duel against the smokes. Tap of the spike early using the smoke is really good. Yeah, they got to get info, see that no one's on it. And I will say that Shy winning the duel on the smoker actually just wins them the rounds.
They know they can hang out outside.
Where's Dante going? Uh-oh. Did I call it too early? They're losing a lot of duels. I think I called it too early.
They didn't have the crossfires. And now it's up to Shy on the wrong side of the site. 2 to go through here, and it's going to be too much.
Dante hung around for a long time there on site.
So scattered from KRU.
I think he just needs to get that info there off the spike and then go back.
Miscom's coming out for a KRU on the post plant. It's supposed to be an issue on Loud side because we talked about language barriers, but with Dante going into the dimensional drift inside the
B site, IGL players who do well as a coach. Oh yeah, probably most IGLs really.
They had kind of just left Robbie BK towards that
dude, from what we're seeing, man, I reckon Com would be a great coach.
I
think he's got it down.
Now you pay the price. He gets 2 kills out of that one, 3 in total to allow Loud to retake that round.
It's always good when your IGL's vibing like that. And that's going to force the KRU timeout now. They, even with a few rounds back and forth, KRU looked to be in control of the rounds. And yeah, Loud came back. Now,
dude, we were talking about it earlier in the EG game.
We can keep
Because EG 2023 have arguably the best ult usage we've seen.
And it is
like maybe you would say Fnatic also. And then
yeah, that's the main thing. I think coming out from that timeout from Loud,
the people that left that team
that
haven't repeated that apart from maybe comps teams.
Finally get their weapons right.
I feel like at least that side of it he's good. He looks like a smart player. His Yuto's good.
And you're forcing players to kind of like just face check
positioning
because
is
you're
good.
playing with Euro TPs or
I think he has a
Kismet
good
with
understanding
the
of
double tap.
everything.
So you're setting up
And I imagine he's a hard worker with the amount of different recons he has.
To go for trap plays, go for double stuns, swing out on top of that. They got lucky though to start in that previous round. It was an aftershot to get the first pick onto Mazzino to even drop that spike. But overall, you did definitely see a slower pace coming out from Loud. Not adding too much aggression into their defensive lines.
I could see him being a great coach if he ever wanted to stop playing. Obviously, he doesn't need to.
Towards the sewers to give space with the fault line if needed be to fight. And as they take that control and early rotate back towards that B side, and there's already 2 players at least to help out there.
Some pistol round strat, right? One of the earlies for sure here coming from KRU.
Great trades, man.
Right
I will say the double duelists, when they're going together, they're getting good trades. TP's out as well. That's a big kill because that's the spike, and they isolated and left the spike back of sight. And Shy
down to a 2v2 as the fight's been quite scattered.
Has been seen.
Shy with that phantom could do good damage.
Damn, dude. KRU are losing some criminal rounds, I feel like. Close on this.
And that's going to be another round for KRU.
Dude, why are we swinging back of sight with the spike there as well, man?
Are the ones that are saving the round for Loud as well. Hunter's Fury had absolutely no value as Robbie PK was trying to get those pings out to support.
Dude, look at that positioning. I got
as KRU were leveraging
I got no explanation for that one.
Kind of like a visual shield to mow them down with the stingers. But thankfully here again, Robbie PK and Verdi are able to save that round for Loud, and what looked like was a very dominant half for KRU. As you mentioned here, Riv, 1 round away of tying things up. Are Loud.
What a turnaround.
You see they're playing a lot more passively for Loud once again, so Verdi not overextending. Now you have to
Telemetry, hello. You missed a Baby Bay masterclass.
Into this B side take again, because KRU has been focusing a lot on this B side. Now if they take C just like the pistol round, well, you have Rolling Thunder to work with for the retake.
Oh, it's a nice fast ult. KRU, I mean, dude, if he gets out of this ult, he's dead, no? He still loses the ult. 0-2 for Kesnet on the ult. Dude, it's a great recovery from Louds. It's a great recovery from them.
Bring it to a 6-6 first half.
What an answer back coming in from Loud. An important timeout on their end, on the defensive end, on the defensive side rather.
That was a nice fast flood though.
Slow down the pace and play as a flood, retake as a group. Trap plays working out in their favor too. Now KRU will have to switch sides to hopefully find some sort of solution against how Loud's been playing.
Never mind, it's not fake. It's not fake because we killed everybody, I guess. I didn't realize.
He thought it was a fake, see it?
Loud versus KRU after the break.
The breach shot, yeah, the breach shot was good, man. What about playing rechargeable shield on Yoru, because you pretty much always take a shot before you can TP away? Yeah, I get the thought process. A lot of the times you're taking close duels. I mean, it depends. I would say situational wise, yeah, if you want to push down middle, I can get on board with it. I don't know. The regen shield is like one of those things that I think it's a little situational. Stuff like that makes sense, but I guess you're just trying to minimize the amount of little things that could happen. It's a weird one. I think we probably put too much thought process. Well, I don't know if we put enough or not enough. I don't really know where we sit. It doesn't seem like that big a thing. Playing against a Vice and going through Thorns, yeah, I could see that. But doesn't it take away most of your normal HP? I actually don't know what the split is that it does. There definitely is situation. It's just a situational bit of kit.
Thank you, crowd. Oh man, okay.
It's 100% shield.
For that second half.
Oh, dude, then it's really good for that.
Everybody, great job. But yeah, we're going to go into the second half now. Crew on the defensive side. You're definitely seeing at least...
Is it really 100%
more
shield?
util, at least in terms of weapons on the side of Crew. They're going Sheriffs, Ghosts, and a Paranoia to help out here on any type of crunch they're trying to do. You're seeing it's potentially just this walk down towards B again. TP already being set up in the very beginning so that...
Yeah, then honestly, that's
Dante
a great use
walk
for it.
down to look towards grass or the window.
25, but how much does it do? 10 each way. You still take a lot of damage though, to be fair. Disrespecting it. But it makes it more
When they want to get back in, the Paranoia is going to be just to the left side. Loud will
how's this guy alive? How's this guy alive? How's this guy alive? How's this guy alive? That was so long.
After the dance. And they rotate around. They say goodbye. That's a little too much chaos for us. Wait. They're going to half that rotation.
Dante's shooting blanks, but yeah, Lucio's going to get a free kill onto Mazzino.
Lovely
That's
kill.
open sight for B.
Pulls his team over, big 1v1. Shy can't do too much. Might try and take a timing here. Yeah, knows he can get a 1v1. It's very nice from Shy. Oh, he shot, man. And he got the info on the last.
Now he knows he can't go on the right side. Actually, that trip was broken, but the guess there's going to be
very
no
nice, man. It's a great round from Shy.
He is from those shots, and Shy taking matters
double
into his own
pistol for
hands.
Crew.
A pistol round.
The other one lucky for Loud.
Definitely finding the timing. He just gambled to push outside of that smoke to fight into pack of Gong. Was able to get that pick onto Lucio.
Dude, that jaw was wild.
You see the other two players are trying to move up towards that front B site, though. They were a little bit split up. Robbie didn't really have that real support for them to move into a clear B site to plant.
This is a nice spot. That goes there.
Okay, 2-0.
And with no plant on the side of Loud, that won't allow for them to go for any type of second round stinger buy.
Ow.
Vernon's just getting unlucky at the beginning of all of these rounds.
What was that? That's unfortunate. Oh, he's still tempting fate on that one. But they're getting an idea of what's up. They know Kesmet's towards the left side of the map. And from, I don't know what they see, but they may find out soon that Kesnet and Dante are going to be playing
nice
close
timing
to
on
each
the
other.
peak. Only sees one though. Doesn't give him like too much info.
Towards A to start, and they still have two here from
Unless maybe
Crew.
they have some kind of read on it. Drone goes out again. Everyone tucks apart from the Cypher. Okay, that's the info that they needed. Dude, Dante did great here.
So clean. Just baiting him in. Throws out the bait, reels in two on that, and now it's going to be a gate crash. You see going across, making sure that this isn't a fake. Crew is thinking of everything that can happen in these rounds right now, and they are collapsing down onto Loud to make sure they
want to try and get that ISO as early as possible.
You definitely see the value of that
it runs at them.
Investing into that one. 2 immediate kills as he TPs across to help the team. And it almost looked like Loud had a pretty decent start in that eco that they had. You wasted so much util on the side of Kesdit on that B side just versus Verdi. Yet we still wanted to try to walk back towards the A side to go for the flood hit when you would have less util to hold here towards C. That said, at least they stayed up as a group. They tried to trade up as much as they could, but the Outlaw is just too much to deal with. Even going into this round, 2 players are stuck on small shields.
Okay, bonus round. Cage, camera,
into round 15.
creates a little bit of pressure like they're pushing over towards short. And Loud looked at NRG. They looked at NRG just doing a C default against them all the time, and they decide to steal it.
Results Crew is finding that Loud was kind of suffering.
Camera re-cleared over towards long, and he picked up the trip, right? Well, no, it must have been shocked.
Gets the rotates in, but can't staying safe for Dante at C.
It's a rough start for Loud on this one.
And that's what I want to commend Crew for. Because as soon as you have Dante TP out, look at how Mazzino just already rotates back.
Doesn't really get a cue that they're going to push him, so he has no shield for this.
Really moving around the map quite well.
Oh God.
It's a lovely double damage though, he did good. Also, you got to shout out Shy there, who is fast to react. Speaking of reactions, Dante's pushing down towards long. Tap of the spike. There's a trip here for Dante, so they now know that he's behind. They might speed up towards Garage. Oops. Dude, Dante's playing great, by the way, at the moment.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, hit that shot as well, 1
Did
HP.
damage to on Dueling,
Wait,
show is 2
oh, he actually
HP.
missed it. He was 2 HP already.
A little bit of a turn.
Okay, very, very nice from
This
KRU,
is
man.
too many,
Dude,
too
Dante's
fast
playing good
for
here.
Luke.
He's
He
everywhere.
can't get every angle there as KRU collapses in, and now 9-6 here as we come into the second round. It's back to a low buy for Loud.
Yeah, and KRU just really understanding how they want to move around this map. As Dante breaks that trip towards Long C, the paranoia already prevented the players from Loud of getting a plant into that B site, so he falls back to just watch the angle with the Outlaw down towards that ramp, and again, the Outlaw getting tremendous value in the previous round.
Force him down to an eco. Outlaw again can one-shot everyone.
He just had to purchase for his teammates.
Darts over towards C. He's going to have that TP that goes fast over towards A unless he's missed it. Kind of missed this one.
4 sheriffs.
Oh, he's for sure missed his TP. It's all good.
Stalled. They got to play within their own smokes. The attacker smokes. Even a ping to try to get a shot out. So
Okay, does get set up over towards C long. Puts the TP over towards back of C again.
Over on the A side.
See if they can get the sheriffs to go to work. They see Melzer up top. Dante already pushed all the way down low.
They might be walking into Dante here. What's the call?
How Kesnet was one who taught him, you know, how to take space a little bit better, be confident about taking that space. And here giving a lot of info to KRU at that
not
C
bad.
position.
Might find the weak spots.
And he could heavily lean towards that A side triple stack. Trips towards B and garage to get information. You'll react after that for the side of KRU.
Yeah, got the camera down long to bait them as well. TP goes in. He knows there's one on site. It's a great shot. And he pushed forward, so that gun's easy to get.
But it does give space for Verdi, and this is what they need, is to just encroach a little bit more. There's an upgrade, and that's a big one for Verdi.
Dante's just kind of got to stay alive here.
Back towards that gong. 2 players pushing out towards the garage.
Great from him. He's not going to clear garage, but this guy back aside so dead.
Verdi's going to be pressured now, but he still wants to look for the first shot as he's trying to get bumped around. He slides out in the drift.
How's he alive?
Still alive, somehow being slippery enough. Finally goes down to Dante here as the trades are starting to go towards the spawn.
What's going on?
Tries to shake Kesnet. That's not going to work here. And Pancata, the last
No way.
shot.
Dude, what happened?
The Pancata hit.
What happened in this round?
We see it all the time, and he delivers once again.
What a round coming out from Loud. Just on Verdi's movement to avoid all of that util around Dante's dimensional drift, slides out from the clone, and even Dante coming out of dimensional drift, and wastes enough time here for the players to close in to help out Loud in their eco to get these picks.
They're trying to bump into him there too. He was trying to give him a hard time.
Block him in that area. The triple
Lost
swing was
shot's
going to
lovely
happen
here.
to straight back towards that gong. He still gets a
Dude.
kill on top of that.
Vati survived for so long.
Yeah.
Finding his moments despite all these
1,
first
2,
he's experiencing
3
this
people
series.
come by next.
And now Loud closes the gap by 2.
And Kesnet has ult. Recon goes
Triple
out.
lockdown, though, this time from KRU
I
that
think it's scanned the
hasn't really been
breach.
observed this time
It's a
around.
3-person
The camera's
push
gonna
down
help.
middle,
There
and
you
they
go.
saw a lot, but they
So now
didn't see
you
the
react back
Omen.
for Loud.
Sorry, the Yori.
That's maybe the tempo up towards that A site.
Okay, fast over towards A. Damn, the double damage hit a lot here.
Oh, what timing. Beautiful direction on that undercut.
Ooh.
Verdi protects his teammate, goes
Whoa.
down for the purpose, and now it's going to be Dante with a 3K. Absolutely lighting up the second half of Haven.
It looks like KRU really wanted to first swing out Verdi. I like the play because everybody else kind of just got hit by paranoia trying to escape by flashes too. Gets the pick, but then
Let's have
everybody else
Spike
from Loud is just
go over
swinging one
towards
by
C.
one to
I mean,
try
it's
to trade
doable.
right after, and there was just so many players from KRU. You saw
Dante?
the amount
No,
of
Dante's
util that was
playing
being
really
thrown
well,
from the
man.
connector, yet
Playing
Loud
really,
still
really
wanted
well.
to funnel right into the mousetrap. Now Kawatzine, we talked about the heroic plays that he needed to do.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's a freebie.
Just got to delay a bit of time for this one. Or just win it.
Lefty
I was wondering if they were
going
gonna
to
save it, but just go straight for it.
And that's another one going to KRU. Still getting the cheer. You don't get those cheers on Sky as much. You just don't. You just don't. Good
This
to be back
was-
on Dueling.
It's the second
Oh
map.
man, he made that look
Also,
so
Kevin did
easy.
say that he's going to try and play some new agents, so hopefully we won't see it. But maybe he'll prove us all wrong if nothing changes there on the side of KRU on that second map. But before we focus on that second map, this is still a very close first map here on how Loud is currently working this map. Timeout being called. I mean, they only found one round of success in their attack side so far. despite the great movements coming out here in the site takes that Verdi did on that B site that allowed for them to get that round. But outside of that, there's a lot of good stalls coming out from KRU. Every time you're trying to go for a
Loud,
mid-round
I
push,
mean,
the
if
first
they'd won a
wave of
pistol,
attack,
it would
the
be a
counter
lot
comes through with
closer.
so much utility for the side of KRU.
It
I
hurt
think
him a
it'll be a
lot.
great observation from the side of Loud that they are doing this a lot for KRU, and Kezit is definitely using a lot of that early util when he spots players right into his crosshair. So you could default a little bit more, waste out that early wave of utility from KRU, and then they have a lot less to work with on the retake, or even for the second flood that you want to try to do here on your
Force
hit.
him down to an eco, and I
love the fact that
guess
we can see the scores and whatnot here.
with
We
the
have
heavy
Dante's
armor, they're
whatnot
going
up
for a
top,
fast
but
neon strat,
this
and the
is an
neon strat is to hit over
everyone
towards
participating
A,
kind of
3
game.
passing
Across the board
claws.
here.
Yep.
It's
Dude, this Omen
taking
Flash
each
might just own them all, let's
to
see.
play their part on this game. And Dante is definitely putting
They
up
wanna
good
go
numbers
heavy
there.
shot.
You cannot deny it.
Oh,
Okay.
what a shot,
As
bro.
they gets taken down real fast here. Melzer will trade his teammate as this is one of the
Neon goes
quickest
fast
rounds.
long, and
We
in,
have to get
in
the action
reaction they
started
take
here
short,
long
and
game, down in
honestly the ult
sewers.
just might run out here.
Thought Verdi was going to try to go around the world, but that overdrive
It's a good reaction from KRU. They doubled
You're
up,
giving
they
the
waited,
site
they
over here for the
didn't
side
hear
of KRU,
anything
but
because they knew it
now
wasn't going short,
everybody's
so they
pitching
just take the
forced to play
space.
inside the site for
They're
Loud.
very fast on
They
this
haven't
flank.
turned around yet.
So
They aren't
fast
thinking of
that
the timing
Counts in
just
hasn't
yet.
even considered it.
No, they're still looking
Great
towards
recon.
sewers. Nobody went that way. And it's a costly one. Kesnet, Mazzino are going to come up with some kills there that are
they handled
really,
this
really
so
big,
well.
or Dante rather.
The 2
And
on short
that
did
is the finisher.
everything
It didn't
perfect.
even look like it gave them too much trouble. They route around their opponents, and KRU pull another one into their favor.
And Loud just went for the 1 gear themselves to try to get a plant towards this A site. When they did have a lower buy, try to leverage the overdrive, hoping to find some kills, but both teams kind of flipped the map twice over on the A side, playing right around the Rosie in sewers. And it's KRU that comes out on top. But again, that timeout wasn't really for this round here for Loud. The timeout is for this round right here. Trailing behind by 4 as KRU needs 2 more rounds to close out this first map.
Loud have a lot of ults though.
You're seeing
Should be
at
able
least
to
how
get
we
it kind of
start.
close.
Still trying to do that same type of conditioning for Loud.
Breed
at the
short.
beginning.
Most people go away with breed
Little
short.
bit of util on that side of the A site. The wall to come up through, and already the undercut came through from Kesnet.
He tried to bait the TP by going closer to them and then got hit by the
burn of util. Melzer still
double
has
damage
his
and took it
paranoia,
away. That's
but
sick.
Loud are still just trading out the util that they
Yeah, they
have.
set one up towards A, but again, most teams with a breach short are always trying to go A, save the Omen Flash for the after plant, and then you win the after plant.
Absolutely bouncing back on the defensive side of all things. We know both of these teams to be great with their
Good timing on the
aggression.
drone from
This is the turn
Mazzino.
here, and KRU is
Spots
making it
1,
really
2.
nice.
I'm pretty sure he saw the
Zeno's
neon.
probably gonna
Yeah,
start
he
falling
did.
back
Yori
as well.
takes
He
the
has Hunter's
TP.
Fury to work
Got
with,
camera
so
down towards
we
C.
talked about how
This camera's
Loud was good at
owning it.
moving around here on the defensive side.
Camera's getting them
This
so
time
much
for
info
KRU,
every single
actually
time.
they're stacking
I mean,
up,
let's just look at the
taking
minimap real
full
fast before they
sewers
hit.
instead, so
Look
they
at
don't
that.
take a fight
I mean, they
from
can have 4 people here.
Luke Show could do it. Just 2, it's a number he can easily get. It's just above. What a duck from Mazzino. The site's already getting struck down. Is Loud. There looks like their shoes are tied on this
Yeah,
one.
I mean, Loud are gonna do some defaults, man. Look at this. I get the breach short. I get the A's nice, but
And they'll find out where Lucio's at.
Yeah.
At 50 HP. All 3 of them just hunting down the last kill, and you definitely want to give this over to Kesnet, getting closer to the kill contract.
And it's just 1, 2, 3 right there at the front of the site. Like the moment they enter into the site, they are getting hit from every angle. How is KRU so
Genji
ready?
Turret
The thing
cosplay.
is, though, that
It
second wave
feels
that you're trying
exactly
to do
like
with the
that.
Rolling Thunder, it
I
completely
will say as
missed
well,
the
he's
2
like,
players inside the sewers.
he's checking
So
it at the
as you
right
think you can
times.
fast tempo
He
up
doesn't
towards
check it
that
like
A site,
instantly, right? He
there's
lets them
not
like see default if they are going to do that, and then like late checks it. And never leaving anyone there to break it. I mean, they're just not breaking the side for you till like full stop.
Look on top of that spot. Because he could just turn around and just get all these picks. And Lau was
Okay,
just not
5
ready
goes
for
at
that.
it.
There's mistakes that we talked about here going into this game. How to convert from the amount of first kills you get here for Lau, but now it's just everything's falling apart. Just on sheer
Crazy
macro
from
around the
Shy.
map here
Got
for
insane
Loud.
timing though. Look at this push down middle as well.
Is not in favor of Loud right now. Trying to trade over towards long.
Okay, Verti
Verti
does
opens up
good,
some
but
space
this
for
is
the
gonna get
team,
really
but this is
weird.
to move for more kills. The spike is still
Oh,
down, and they have to
backstab.
sort the map. A very big backstab on Pankata,
Did you
who
see him?
thought he had the line.
Yeah, he
two
did
players
too.
still watching towards that spawn, and somehow Kezit slipped the net and made it inside the window for the backstab. And here goes a double backstab from Super Shy.
Yeah, nice and easy on
Exactly
this.
where Verdi is, since the site has not been cleared up by Melzer, and there's the shot from Kesnin. Who else?
Very
to
nice,
get the
man.
final one for the team. And
Yeah,
get
give
that
Loud a
final
pistol and it
round
might
to
have been
take the win
closer, but
on
I still think they would have lost.